Hi guys, my name is Barry and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you 100 movies that changed my life. Now, this could be influential movies. It doesn't have to be 100 of the best movies. And in fact, it isn't 100 of the best movies. I'm just going to show you clips of 100 films. I'm not going to be talking about each individual movie, but I'm going to show you 100 movies that had an influence on my life growing up. Now, of course, I'm an adult now, so it's harder for films to have an impact on me or to influence me to grow up. So these movies consist of movies from 1939 to 2004, right up until I was age 21. So anything after that, whether I loved them or not, they didn't really have an impact on me or shape me growing up. These are movies that just shaped me, had an influence on me, whatever it is, they had that impact on me from childhood right up until I was 21. There's going to be movies in this list of all genres. Horror movies aren't just the movies that changed my life. There's sci-fi in there, comedy, romance, action, you name it. There's every type of genre in this. You'll probably notice when you're watching this as well, in chronological order, that there's waves of certain eras. Like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but like the late 90s, there's a lot of horror slasher movies in that era for me because of the age I am. If you're watching this and you're 10 years younger than me or 10 years older than me, your wave might look slightly different to mine, whereas people my age or round about my age might have a similar flow to how they were influenced growing up. But like I said, I'm not going to be discussing all 100 movies. That would take absolutely ages. So I'm going to sit back, let you watch all 100 clips, and then I'll get back to you.
I was 12, maybe 13, wore my Walkman like a crown. Flickering lights, dusty shells in a small forgotten town. She was standing by the horror wall with a soda in her hand, laughing at the cover art of a movie I still can't stand.
Mom said, pick just one tonight. I took forever just to choose. Kept rewinding little glances at a boy in faded
was you?
Cause we never rewind, no matter how loud we cry. The clock keeps spinning and leaves us behind. If I could just go back to that night, that last goodbye. But we never, no, we never rewind.
myself to pick the one with the blood-soaked door, the kind they kept behind the counter drawer.
Fingers on the clamshell case, a pale white mask, no visible face. Mom raised her brow, gave me that look. Dad just smiled and said he's hooked.
It felt like crossing some secret line, too young to rent it, just old enough to try. Back when fear came in plastic wrap and we judged the movie by the painted crap, taped up boxes, worn out spine. We begged to rent them every time. A sleeping bag, a flashing screen, fake IDs made of Halloween. We weren't quite ready, but we played it tough. Rated R for the good stuff.
Sleepover rules, lights down low. Someone whispered, don't let it show. The cover had claws, you know the kind. You swore you'd sleep, but changed your mind.
We pass it around like contraband, nervous laughs and shaking hands. The parents knew, they always did, but they let us feel just a little unhid.
Behind the blanket, behind the door, we learned to want just a little bit more.
Back when fear came in plastic wrap and the worst ones had the best box art, stickered warnings, slashed out names. We chased the thrill, we loved the games. A kitchen phone, a creaking stair, that weird old voice that's always there. We weren't scarred, just roughed up enough. Rated R for the good stuff.
Somewhere in that video store, we grew up on a blood-red floor, with branded scares and second chances, sentences stuck in our romances.
Back when fear was fun to fake and sleep came late for terror's sake. We weren't cool, we weren't brave, but we kept on watching anyway. A little scream, a little trust, a world that didn't ask too much. Yeah, we were young and just messed up enough. Rated R for the good stuff.
So that is 100 movies that changed my life or shaped my life, influenced me in some sort of way growing up to the age of 21. There was a lot more that I wanted to put on, believe me. I thought 100 would have been a lot to deal with, but after I got to 100, there was a lot more that I didn't include that I wanted to include, like Stand By Me, The Lost Boys. There's so many other movies out there, even movies that I don't love today, like Ghost as well with Patrick Swayze, Point Break, Speed. I could go on. I could probably go up to 200, 300 movies that helped change my life, but I want to keep it a little bit as compact as possible, so I thought 100 would be the sweet number. So what are your thoughts on the 100 movies that helped change my life? Guys, I'm not expecting you to leave 100 movies down below in the comment section, but if you want, give me a few movies that help shape you, change your life, influence you in any sort of way. Leave the list down below, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.
Be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played Skin the Cat?
I want to know.